Hello there. Quick question. If you got 1% better at something every day, how much better would you be in a year? 10? 50? Try 37 times better. Yep, 37 times better. That's like turning from a potato into a productivity wizard. Sounds wild, right? But it's real, and it's called the 1% rule. The secret to making huge progress without feeling overwhelmed. Most people think success comes from making big and dramatic changes overnight, like deciding, that's it, I'm waking up at 5 a.m., hitting the gym, eating only salad, and reading 50 books this year. Guess what? That almost never works. You crash, you burn, you binge watch Netflix, and then feel bad about it. But what if I told you that tiny improvements, just 1% better every day, could completely change your life? That is what we're going to talk about today. And trust me, it's easier than you think. Small wins add up. Like magic, but real. Imagine you want to get stronger. You don't start by lifting 100 pounds. You'd probably end up stuck under a barbell crying for help. You start with lighter weights and gradually increase. Same with studying. You don't suddenly go from 0 to 10 hours study marathons, well, unless you love suffering. Instead, add just 5 more minutes a day. Let's say you absolutely suck at math. No judgment. If you practice just 10 minutes a day, by the end of the year, that's over 60 hours of extra learning. That could mean the difference between failing and totally flexing your A+ to your friends. Why 1% feels easy? And that's the genius part. Most people quit because they try to do too much too fast. But 1% better, that feels effortless. Like, oh, I can totally do that. Want to wake up earlier? Instead of going from 10 a.m. to 5 a.m. overnight, just wake up 5 minutes earlier each day. Your brain won't freak out, and in a few weeks, boom, you're waking up like a morning ninja. Same goes for habits like reading, exercising, or learning a new skill. Make the change so small that your brain doesn't notice it's improving. The compound effect, aka how tiny gains turn into big wins. Here's where it gets really interesting. When you improve by 1% every day, the progress doesn't just add up, it multiplies. Think of it like money. If you invest $1 and it grows by 1% every day, after a year, you don't just have $3.65, you have $37. That's the power of compounding. Now imagine this with skills, knowledge, or even fitness. Tiny gains today make a massive difference later. Most people quit because they don't see results immediately. But if you stay consistent, the results explode over time. How to use the 1% rule starting today. Alright, enough theory. Here's how you actually do it. Pick one habit you want to improve. Studying, reading, fitness, whatever makes you awesome. Make it 1% easier. Study for 5 more minutes. Add 1 extra push-up. Read 1 extra page. Stay consistent. Even on bad days, just do that tiny bit. Watch it compound. After a month, your effort doubles, triples, and beyond. Most people overestimate that they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a year. So don't try to change everything overnight. That's one-way ticket to burnout. Start small, trust the process, and let the magic of 1% improvement do its thing. Oh, if you find this helpful, and if you want more tips on self-improvement and personal growth, don't forget to check my previous videos, subscribe, like this video, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.